So I love horror mangas. I love the scares that they could bring in. But every now and then there's something I find that just makes me question if I've gone down the wrong rabbit hole of the manga universe. Today I want to talk about a manga that I've recently come across, and I gotta say, it definitely has been weighing on my mind a little. The title of this manga is called I Will Be Eaten by You. This is a dark manga. Your main story follows a boy in high school by the name of Sakurai. Now, he is your typical high school boy. He sits at the back of the class. He sits right next to the window. But the thing that makes him a little different is his past. You see, apparently, throughout his life, he has been plagued by stalkers. And recently, where the story picks up, he's had 10 stalkers in the last year, to the point where it's made him transfer schools, and he's become very isolated. See, he's in class, but he's not really part of class. He doesn't talk to anyone. People kind of get this weird feeling about him, and he's always looking very distraught. Well, basically, let's face it, he's had stalkers upon stalkers upon stalkers, and he knows it's just going to happen again. Now, one day, fellow classmates of him are talking about this new girl who has moved into the area. Now, of course, he's not really paying attention. He's only hearing it out of the corner of his ear. But he starts to take notice when they talk about how beautiful this woman is, even though for some reason her hand is wrapped up in bandages. Now, you see, the reason why he starts paying attention is the latest stalker who has followed him and killed for him is this girl who has a hand wrapped up and is following him. Now, when a fellow female classmate tries to talk to him, he does freak out, but she's trying to be a friend to him, and so she takes him out, gets him calmed down, and says, look, I know about your past, and apparently you're freaking out about this girl, so she's probably the one who's chasing you. Let me help you out. This female classmate, she takes him to the old abandoned school, and, is talking about hiding him there, and of course he's like, no, I shouldn't do this because I don't want you to drag on. It's at this point that he realizes that this female student is one of the latest stalkers that is chasing him. And this is where the story takes a bit of a twist, because apparently all these female stalkers that are following him are not human. No, and I'm not talking about cat ears and cute things. No, this female morphs into basically a centipede monster. And it's not really there to kill him. It really wants to be with him for some strange reason. Now, of course, he's freaking out. He's, my stalkers are here and I'm going to die. And that's when the girl with the wrapped up hands shows up to save him. This girl's name is Mayuko. And now, yes, she does save him, but it is at this point when you come to realize that, one, she is a stalker, and two, she is one of these monsters. But luckily for him, she truly thinks she loves him, and she's there to protect him. But she morphs into this, they call it a wolf, but the way that they show it, it's like her skin stretches, and she gets fangs. It's really, really, really dark, especially some of the drawings that happen. And it just goes on from there. Now, the thing that's caught my attention about this manga is there is no happy ending anywhere in sight. Yes, Sakuya has got this girl who's protecting him, but she is a monster, and it's not really a good sign. And now other people are coming into the story, and they are turning into monsters. Another fellow classmate, his teacher, another classmate. I mean, there's all these people that are coming out. There's even this one scene where this lady who's much older finds him. Apparently she met him beforehand, and she is attracted to him too, and she turns out to be a fellow monster. All these women are monsters. Now, I don't know if this is some sort of metaphor or something. I don't really know, but they all seem to be attracted to him, and we're not really sure why. They give little hints throughout the story. Apparently he stole something, and now the only way for these monsters to die are to somehow be with him, and they'll stop them from being immortal. It is very weird and dark. And when I say dark, there's a lot of killing in this. Like, The first pages that you see Mayako. She's protecting Sakuya, and she's surrounded by a bunch of bodies that she has killed. Later on, she kills one of the students who started manipulating the other classmates because she was interfering. She's basically like a very overprotective dog that will bite anyone that gets near her owner. And the way that these women look when they talk about the love they have for him, I swear it almost looks like they're in ecstasy about to come, basically. That's basically what they look like. They look like they're about to explode from pleasure. I can't figure out if it's love, lust, or hunger that is driving these women. Because there is this feeling, by just the title alone, that one of these monsters are going to love him so much that they end up feeding on him. And even some of the things that Mayuko says makes it sound like that if she doesn't control herself, she'll end up devouring him. I don't know if that means physically or sexually or mentally or whatever. It's just the way that these creatures look and the way that they are showing their love is definitely a dark tale of how love can be. This is definitely one of those cases where yandere girls and crazy girls are not people you want to stick your dick in, because they are I cannot describe how I feel when reading this manga, because it is dark and it is grotesque, and it's like you could tell that he is reaching a point where he realizes he will never be happy in life. And I kind of can sympathize with him on this after reading some of this manga. I don't know where this manga is going to go or how long it's going to be, but I personally am now invested in it. I have read up to the latest chapter that has come out online, and I want to see how this goes. I want to see what he stole, why these monsters are going to it. Is he going to be eaten by Mayuko, or is one of the other monsters going to get at him? No matter how grotesque the images in this look, I cannot turn away. And quite frankly, I think if you are a fan of horror, you might enjoy this manga. Well, folks, that's the manga I wanted to bring to you today. I know it's a little different from the normal mangas that I do. Usually I do either isekais or happy-go-lucky ones, but this one just caught my attention for some reason, and I had to share it with you all. Thank you for joining me. Let me know your thoughts on this manga if you give it a read. I want to know what you think about it. Are you interested in finding out what happens to the characters, or did the grotesque scenes or maybe the story about how the women are acting kind of shy you away? Let me know in the comments below. Anyways, folks, I'm the Noob. Thank you for joining me, and I'll catch y'all next time. See ya!